Help elevate the performance of any software development team, but it only works when all its essential elements are in place. In this blog post, we'll take a close look at 11 crucial components of the Scrum that need to be leveraged to enhance collaboration, meet deadlines, and keep your project on track. From agile planning and documentation tips to useful tools perfect for facilitating feedback within the team, read on as we explain how these core components can maximize the potential of your software squad. The 11 essential components of Scrum. Scrum is a framework for project management that has been gaining in popularity in recent years. It is based on the concept of Agile methodology, which encourages teams to be flexible and responsive to change. There are several essential components to Scrum, which are outlined below. The first component is the Scrum team. The Scrum team is made up of a product owner, developers, and a Scrum master. The product owner is responsible for defining the requirements and priorities for the project, while the developers are responsible for implementing those requirements. The Scrum master is responsible for ensuring that the team follows the Agile methodology and stays on track. The second component is the sprint. A sprint is a time-boxed period of time during which a certain set of tasks must be completed. At the beginning of each sprint, the product owner creates a list of tasks that need to be done and assigns them to the developers. The developers then work on those tasks until they are completed. The third component is the daily stand-up meeting. The daily stand-up meeting is a meeting that takes place every day during a sprint and lasts no more than 15 minutes. In this meeting, each member of the team updates everyone else on what they have accomplished since the last meeting and what they plan to do in the future. This allows everyone to stay informed and keep track of what everyone else is doing. The fourth component is the sprint burn-down chart. A sprint burn-down chart is a graphical representation of how much work remains in a sprint at any given time. This allows the team to track their progress and make sure that they are on track to meet their deadlines. The fifth component is the product backlog. The product backlog is a list of all of the tasks that need to be done for a project, organized by priority. The product owner can add or remove tasks from this list at any time. The sixth component is user stories. User stories are brief descriptions of how a user will interact with an application or website. They are used to help define requirements and ensure that all stakeholders are on the same page about what needs to be built. The seventh component is acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria are specific criteria that must be met in order for a task to be considered complete. They help ensure that all tasks are properly defined and understood by everyone on the team. The eighth component is bug tracking software. Bug tracking software allows developers to track bugs as they are found and ensures that they are fixed before the end of the sprint. The ninth component is automated testing software. Automated testing software allows developers to test their code automatically, thus reducing the amount of manual testing that needs to be done later on in the process. The 10th component is source control software. Source control software allows developers to track changes made to their codebase and collaborate with other members of the team easily. The 11th component is documentation. Documentation helps keep everyone on the team informed about how the application works and how it should be used. How to utilize Agile planning tools for your project. Agile tools are essential for helping project managers and team members stay organized and on track. There are a variety of different Agile tools available, but the most commonly used are task boards and burn-down charts. Task boards allow team members to see what tasks need to be completed and by when. They can also help identify which tasks are blocked and need to be moved to a new column. Burn-down charts help track the progress of a project by plotting the amount of work that has been completed versus the amount of work that is left to do. This can help identify any potential problems early on so that they can be addressed promptly. Both of these tools are essential for helping teams stay agile and organized. They can help ensure that everyone is aware of what needs to be done and when it needs to be done. This can help avoid any potential problems and ensure that projects are completed on time and within budget. Documentation tips to keep your team organized. Keeping your team organized and efficient is key to success. By utilizing some simple tips, you can help your team function better and avoid any potential roadblocks. One way to keep your team on track is to set deadlines for tasks and create a timeline for each project. This will help everyone know what they need to be working on and when they need to have it completed. Additionally, it is important to create a system for tracking progress and sharing files. This will make sure that everyone is always up to date on the latest developments and that no one is duplicating work. Finally, communication is essential for a smooth-running team. Make sure you are frequently communicating with your team members about updates, changes, and any other relevant information. Utilizing these tips will help keep your team organized and productive. Feedback tools that promote collaboration. Providing feedback is an essential part of the collaborative process. It helps to ensure that everyone is on the same page and that ideas are communicated clearly. Several different tools can be used to provide feedback, each with its advantages and disadvantages. One popular tool for providing feedback is the commenting system built into most word processing software. This system allows people to make comments directly in the text, making it easy to track changes and discuss ideas. However, this system can be cumbersome if there are a lot of comments, as it can be difficult to keep track of all the changes. Another common tool for providing feedback is email. This system is easy to use but can be time-consuming if there are a lot of comments. Additionally, it can be difficult to track changes if the email thread gets long. A third option is online collaboration tools like Google Docs or Trello. These tools allow people to make comments directly on the document or board, making it easy to keep track of changes. They also allow people to collaborate in real time, which can be helpful for brainstorming sessions. However, these tools can be expensive if you need a lot of licenses. Ultimately, the best tool for providing feedback depends on your needs and preferences. If you need a lot of flexibility and real-time collaboration, online collaboration tools are a good option. If you prefer a more traditional approach with less overhead, email may be better suited for you. And if you just need something simple that everyone is familiar with, commenting systems built into word processing software are a good choice. Scrum is a flexible, adaptable framework that can be applied to almost any project. If you're new to Scrum, we hope this article has given you a valuable introduction. Scrum works because it leverages the power of collaboration and feedback to produce better results, faster. If you want to learn more about how Scrum can help your team get organized and achieve success, read more here.